Presets pretty much at Apocalypse, and maybe turn player sprint mechanic is going to be off. We can turn player speed up to here, doesn't matter. Makes it easier if you do it that way. You don't need all this equipment. One of everything's fine, but you really don't need sound sensors. Photo camera, parabolic, salt, like some of these things are only used for optionals. You don't need those. But if you know what ghost it is and you want to get the optionals, you might as well add that there. Sound recorders are new. You might need those. Video cameras, they supply you with one every time. But a tripod you're going to need. Everything else, like this base loadout, is great. Crew C, firelight, you need that. Headgear, you don't. Igniter, yes, probably. Incense, yes. Motion sensor, yes, because that's an optional. But, yep, this is it. 14.1 times multiplier. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Edgefield. And a video ghost, here's motion sensor, video camera, okay.
This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
And so we're going to use an EMF. What we're going to do with this EMF is we're going to step outside. With these doors you can throw things through them so you could stack up all your stuff here. I'm going to take this EMF, look at it in this direction, because we want to get it past this wall, up against those stairs. So, look up, throw it. There's a reason for that. If it's a Raiju, it'll come flying down the stairs at high speeds, and where we're going to hide, it should be slowing down by the time it gets to us. So it'll either be a Dio or a Raiju, and we'll know very quickly. Thermometer, no. Flashlights just don't even work. So there's that. I'll take a Crew C. I'll take 2 incenses and a lighter. Might have to take this salt, throw it in real quick. I usually put it at the end of the stairs. So now the door's open. Sanity meds don't do anything. I don't know why I have that here in the loadout too. Alright, so we just kind of sit here. Interacting with stuff that's really far from it. I don't know what to think about this. Threw a couple things. Should be spawning again here soon. The spot doesn't always work, I will just say that now. We got a light switch over here. I do think it's a possibility of twins. Yeah, because it keeps spawning over there. This one sounds slightly faster. I'm thinking miling or twins. So it's not a wraith. It's moving ghost drums. Or is it a shade? Honestly, I'm going twins. This could be wrong.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Obake, I did not see the change. All good. All good, we'll try another one. How about this? We'll do this setup.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
And with this setup, here's what we're gonna do. You grab an EMF real quick, you grab salt, incense, right? Here's what we do. Throw it in, open the door, place the salt, turn around, grab a cruci, an incense, and wait for the ghost to run one time. Just stepped in the salt. I'm thinking wraith or banshee. If this cross burns, I'm gonna have to go get an EMF detector. Ooh. It's a Raiju. It's a Raiju, did you hear that? It got close to the EMF detector. That's what I mean. Unless it's a Hantu. It could have been a Hantu because of cold. It was in fact a Raiju. Okay, I wasn't going insane. Nice. There's 3,000 bucks. Do it again. Why not? Alright, this. We got movement that sounds like it's either in the garage or it's in the dining room. Dio. Could be a mimic. Could very well be a mimic. Okay, so actually let's look at this. For the Dio, actually hang on. We don't need to have two of these. We can go one since we know that there's a possibility of a Dio or a mimic. We'll grab this. We'll go back to the same spot. Okay. So what's going to happen is if it's a Dio, it's going to run up again. It's going to be extremely slow once more. It'll be coming from the left side of the house by the garage or the dining room at high speed. And then it is going to slow down right before the cabinet. If it is not, it could be fast, but if it doesn't know where we're hiding, yep, that's a Dio. Gotcha. Took enough tries. Since we know it's a Dio, we can go get an incense. We can march right upstairs and look for the bone. Alright, so what else do we need for this? A video of the ghost? Okay. Unique videos with the video camera. Detect paranormal sound with the parabolic.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
I got bumped up to 4,300. Insane, right? Almost going level by level at this point.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There's been no reports of violence at site. Please remain careful.
Now we wait. I believe it's upstairs. It is. She seems slightly fast. What did she touch? Could have sworn I heard a door behind me. She seems very slightly fast. It might be a twin. Maybe. It's not a Raiju. It might be a twin. We'll see. If this is slower, we'll know. I might give it 3 tries if it's fast again like this. She seems slightly fast. Wraith. Did she step in the salt? She She did step in the salt. I'm gonna get the EMF. Seems like this ghost is constantly at the same speed, so it's probably a Wraith or Banshee. My guess. See, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. Because if it's a Banshee, she'd already spawn on us. If it's a Wraith, I feel like it would have already teleported to us. And probably spawned. She keeps on spawning upstairs. She did spawn downstairs, I think. Stuff everywhere. Alright, she interacts with a lot of things. I'm gonna go twins. I think that last one was slightly slower. It could be different.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Goryo. Wait, Goryo spawns downstairs if it's ghost rooms upstairs? There's no way it swapped the ghost room to downstairs and back upstairs in between hunts. No way. Unless I remembered that incorrectly, I might. I have to think of a lot of things. Anyways, that's kind of what you do. Goryo, yes. Goryos will stay in their ghost room every single hunt. They won't wander, they won't do anything. They will stay in that ghost room and they will come out of it every single time. So, that's how you play this. Just keep refreshing and everything. So, that's how it goes. We only got one ghost out of all of them, I'm sorry. If I didn't, if I really wanted to, I can sit here and leave the match every time I hear ghosts that aren't fast, because the easiest way to get money in this game is to leave every time there's a slow ghost, and every time there's a fast ghost, take it, make the guess, leave. Dio, super fast, slows down right in front of you. Mimic, could be any of them, that's why you wait for 2 hunts. Moroi, if you hit it with the tier 2 incense, it gets stunned for like 5 whole seconds, which is more than any other ghost. It might even be 7 seconds. Thay, if you hit it with an incense, tier 2, it only takes like 2 or 3 seconds. It's like almost instantaneously chasing you right after you hit it. Revenant, you would have to test it. Again, incense. That incense says a lot. All it takes is 1 incense and you'll know exactly what it is. Revenant will be extremely fast on sight. If it walks really slow, you might be able to get away with not having to incense it if it walks really that slow. Because it's a Revenant, they are very slow walkers without line of sight. But if it is chasing you, hit it with the incense. You can figure out if it's one of those 3 ghosts, if it's high at speeds. and Raiju's kind of your oddball. That's why you always take the EMF, throw it on the stairs, so that you can hear it. When it goes upstairs, it zooms. When it comes around the corner on top of you, it slows down. It comes down the stairs, it zooms. When it goes down the hall, it slows down. When it goes down basement stairs, it zooms. When it comes back up to you, it slows down. It's a really consistent way of getting Raijus on the map. If it's a Hantu, you have good line of sight. You can sit there and keep watching it over and over and over. If it's not fast enough for what you think could be a Hantu, keep watching it. You might see its breath. If you see its breath because the power slash breaker, like that's always broken, you can get the Hantu. So you now have Dio, Thay, Maroi, and Revenant. Wraith, you can do Wraith if you put an EMF on top of you and you get an EMF 2 that's not a window touch back there, or something gets thrown. If it's not a window touch or something gets thrown, it's a Wraith, because they're going to use an EMF 2. If it's something thrown upstairs, you'll hear it. If you don't hear anything, it's a Wraith teleporting on top of you. I don't know if Wraiths actually step in salt anymore, but you can use the EMF method, set one back there with you, and just camp it, put a cruci on the floor, blocking it from spawning on you, because they will do that. So will banshees. In the sense of a banshee, UV flashlights do not work, but if you go around the house with a crucifix and this ghost seems to repeatedly spawn on you, what you can do is test it in different areas of the house. Wait till it spawns, it'll burn your cruci, you'll drop it, you pick it up again, you go to a different place in the house, somewhere random. If it burns it again, get out of the house, it's a banshee. You could use the same method at the camp spot for the first time. Place the cruci on top of you. If you hear a window tap, that usually means that it's around you, or that it moved to you, because 9 times out of 10, the ghost room is not there. And that just means it's attracted to you, so there's a chance it's either a wraith or a banshee, like 99% of the time. Unless it's somehow the mudroom ghost,